going?
Alright. Wait. That's not right. There we go. How are we doing, guys? This is week 4 of Esports Ohio. We have Bluffton versus Williamsburg. Marvel rivals. Had a little bit of a couple stream issues, so we're just going to rewind, go back in time, watch this first round play out here. We have Bluffton on our left, Williamsburg on the right. We have Bluffton running a nice little Venom Daredevil comp. And we have Williamsburg running the Solo Hulk comp. Very interesting comps from both sides here. We saw Bluffton take the win in Overwatch yesterday. Maybe they can keep that going across multiple games. I think we have a couple of repeat players like Sepia Badger. I think we saw Monotech yesterday too. Very, very strong players from the side of Bluffton. And I'm sure Williamsburg has great players as well. As we already see, the Moon Eye ult coming online. Let's see how they look to utilize it. Crazy grab coming out onto the Hulk there. Immediately getting D-maxed. And the Moon Eye ult really just putting in crazy amounts of damage onto the Bluffton front line. But the Daredevil absolutely going crazy. Finding 1, finding 2. Is he going to be able to find 3?
That's much better.
I think so. And that's 3 from Livonia. Doing a great job dismantling Williamsburg's front line, back line, whoever comes in their way. And we do see Daredevil is blind. However, he can see through walls. They really did a great job with this character because, you know, in lore he's completely blind. And, you know, how do you make a blind character in an FPS game? Well, you just make him so he can't see. Like, the world is purple. Like, he really just can't see after like a certain range, which is pretty much unforeseen in any kind of like hero shooter FPS game. Marvel Rivals, I believe, is the first game to do something like this, but we have our Luna Snow going in from the side of Williamsburg. Maybe they're going to try and walk with this, get some big value out of this. But we're seeing the Daredevil come out. He's letting the devil out. Finding 1, finding 2. Is he going to be able to find 3? Able to find 3. Just completely tearing apart Williamsburg. This character is so unbelievably good, but Wolverine putting in the work, finding pick onto Sepia, but unfortunately just gonna get taken down from the Daredevil, who finds 2 on the point there. Okay, so we're kind of making up for lost time, so we're just gonna skip to the part where they actually start fighting.
Sometimes.
Boom. Okay, here we go. Next round. We have 5 ults online from the side of Bluffton. It's going to be really hard for Williamsburg to maybe squeeze out a win in this first fight, especially if Bluffton uses their ultimates right, which is a common theme we did actually see from their Overwatch game yesterday. They just had really good ult economy, and they were just able to snowball every single fight into their favor. And we're already seeing they're finding these essential picks. They're already up 2, and no ultimates have been used. This is really, really, really good for Bluffton. And is the Phoenix going to be able to get out? Not sure, but the Daredevil's just in there. Getting picks. Okay, I need to tell them not to start the next game.
I see you.
Spectating the game.
Better get a look behind you.
Boom. Okay.
On the hunt.
And Daredevil just spotting everybody on the flank here, spotting the blade. Does he know? I don't think he knew. And Wilbur, unfortunately, going to be forced to get out. He'll be fighting on the front line, build this blade charge. And the Venomolt comes out, finding 3. Is the Moon Knight ult going to be able to find? It finds the Namor, but is it going to get any more? I'm not sure. I think Williamsburg is going to be forced to back off because Bluffton just has the sheer numbers advantage. And the Daredevil is just going to be able to mark and scout everybody on the Williamsburg side because, you know, I mean, you can just see through walls. Connor both of them. But the Blade ult comes out. The Cloak ult comes out. The Gambit ult comes out. Ults coming out from all sides. Dude, this might be a little bit of a stalemate because we do have 2 support ults going on at the same time. Nothing's really going to die. But as more and more cooldowns get forced, someone's going to get picked. And I think it's going to be this Blade. Yeah. And Sapio with the 3-man whale. I didn't even see that or hear it. Where was that whale? I'm looking. It looks like it was right there. You know what? Let's get an instant replay on that whale because we can do that. Let's watch this whale in 4K. Oh my god. That's massive.
That's 3.
And I think that is just going to be the point unless Williamsburg opts to TP, which they really should be doing, or maybe swapping Spider-Man. And Blizzy, unfortunately, gonna proc the overtime, but not gonna be able to get too much out of it. And I have you finding 2 with the Emma ult. And that's gonna be a map win for Bluffton. But while we get into this next map here, I think we're gonna take a short little break. So stay tuned. We should be getting into the map soon. This is Esports Ohio. Welcome back, Esports Ohio watchers. We are back and better than ever in map 2. Bluffton is up in the series as of right now, 1-0 against Williamsburg. And Williamsburg has chosen the Wakanda hybrid map. So we're taking a trip to Wakanda, and let's see, we have Bluffton on the defense first and Williamsburg on the offense. And I think they're just going to run their bread and butter. We have the Venom, we have the Namor, the Gambit, switching it up a little bit with the Angela pick. I do like the Angela pick on this map since there is a big fat ledge over there. And then opting to go with the Moon Knight instead of the Daredevil. I think the Daredevil is a really strong pick on this map because Daredevil has a lot of verticality, but you know, when the enemies are playing clumped up and really like stacked, kind of how Williamsburg was playing, I think the Moon Knight is going to find a lot of value. But
you have to stop them from
let's see,
securing the mission
Williamsburg
area.
running a very similar comp, running the Blade again, running the Moon Knight. I think we're seeing a mag. It's a little bit different.
Look who's
And
here.
obviously running the Emma
that
Frost
helped.
from Leviathan. And see as they push through this first choke here. And Heavy falling off the map. You know, I'm actually gonna rewind. Let's see how that happened. Ooh, yikes! That is unfortunate. Not something you want to see in the first fight, especially because it's so crucial. Williamsburg might see this as an opportunity to walk up, take this space, and I believe that's exactly what they're doing. Leviathan really getting in there, taking a ton of damage from the Namor and the Moon Knight. These two heroes just have so much frontline pressure. It's like it's really hard to heal through. And we already see the Moon Knight has his ult. Just dishing out massive amounts of damage and finding a pick onto Leviathan and onto the Luna Snow as well as Sepia goes deeper into the backline on this set up on this really good high ground angle. But the Moon Knight is gonna get a little aggressive, gonna get picked, but they do get res. We see Heavy in the backline doing Angela things, stabbing the Rocket Raccoon. And Bluffton just doing a really great job keeping this choke anchored down. And, I mean, Williamsburg is putting up a pretty decent fight. They do have some of their ults coming up. I will say it is really hard to break through these like first defensive chokes as offense without any ultimates. But now that they have ultimates, maybe they could do a little combo action, maybe combo the Rocket Raccoon ult, maybe walk with the Emma ult and then into like a Moon Knight ult, something like that. But Heavy just looking for whoever he can. And a crazy slam coming down from the Emma Frost, and Heavy just running this down, forcing out the Luna Snow early. That's really good for Bluffton. Now that they won't have to deal with the Luna Snow ult. The Gambit ult comes out along with the Moon Knight ult. And it's just going to be too much damage for Williamsburg to handle. And the Moon Knight finding, like, I think that was 4 picks that fight. And, I mean, the Moon Knight really showing its dominance here. It's just such a solid pick into these super stacked comps. And like you're just gonna have your ult every single fight. It's pretty crazy.
Needed that, thanks.
Because the onks just bounce from person to person to person, and they bounce all right back. Like they're already 70. They're about to have their ult again.
The moon!
We see the Blade ult. We see all the ults coming out. The Angela ult coming out here, combined with the Moon Knight ult, trapping them in place as they just get damage from the moon there. Big Shot's gonna find the res, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough. We'll see Monotech maybe setting up here behind the enemy team for an ult here. I like this little setup. I mean, although they do have the brightest skin in the game, I still don't think they're gonna see the Venom. Are they gonna be able to get the ult off? I'm not sure. They do get out with their life trail. That is pretty good. And just a constant frontline battle with these two teams. The Gambit ult comes out, the Venom ult combos with it. Venom finds one, but the Luna's ult is going to be able to save the rest of the team there. And I don't think Williamsburg is going to have a very good touch here because they do have to touch the point. They're not going to get there, and that's going to be a full hold for Bluffton on map 2.
Time to switch things up.
Overall, Bluffton, I don't think they could have done any better. That was really good. They scared me in the beginning with the Angela falling off the map. But, I mean, as we saw, it did all work out in the end. They were just comboing those ults, using the ultimates at the perfect time. And, like, oh my god, like, there's just so much damage coming out from Bluffton. It's going to be really, really hard to, like, match that and just, like, survive the onslaught of damage that Bluffton has. Especially if you're, like, Leviathan. It's tough out there in the front lines because you're just constantly taking damage from a Namor. You're constantly taking damage from a Moon Knight. I mean, the Gambit with the anti capability, you could just cut off your your raw healing amount. And it's like it's really hard to outplay that. I mean, maybe we could have seen like a different pathing instead of just running down this choke here. Maybe they could have like gone left or right. But I mean, even then, like for those chokes, Moon Knight is like arguably even stronger. And here we see nice little Moon Knight Ankh setup. Maybe trying to force out the Moon Knight out. Little duel of the Moon Knights. And Wilbur, unfortunately, is going to get caught out of position there. And wait, we have a Spider-Man in the house. Now, Spider-Man, I don't think we've seen a Spider-Man quite yet in any of these Esports Ohio games. But Spider-Man, such a different character from everybody else. And I mean, with a blink of an eye, Bluffton is just going to straight up capture the point, and they are going to be able to take map 2. Doing a really great job. Just keeping the pressure up, keeping Williamsburg on their toes. Unfortunately, Williamsburg wasn't able to do as well as they wanted to. But maybe, just maybe, we'll see a nice little map 3 pick that benefits them. But as we get into that map 3 pick, we're going to take a short little break. So stay tuned. This is Esports Ohio. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in map 3. Bluffton is up in the series 2-0 of week 4 Marvel Rivals. So Bluffton is up 2, and we do have a sub in. We have Judah Man, I believe. I think that's who they subbed in. Walking into a wall. But I believe doing a really great job against Williamsburg here. We're seeing a bit of a switch up. We have the Jeff, we have the Fantastic, and then we have the Thing Hulk front line here. I really like these swaps from Williamsburg. It's a little bit different. We have the Widow pick coming out from Bluffton as well. I'm excited to see what we can do with the Widow here, especially because Williamsburg really doesn't have any range. They have 1, 2, 3. They have 3 melee characters and a couple of really short range characters like the Rocket and the Moon Knight. And just like that, Blizzy is going to find the first pick onto Judah Man, but Bluffton is just going to get those essential picks right in return. And Monotech just putting in the work on the Moon Knight, not quite finding the Jeff, but I do think they are going to be able to take out this Fantastic here. And again, opting to just go for this close hold on this first point, not letting Williamsburg get any push with the cart here. And Heavy landing the nice little headshot onto the thing there, trying to find this little shark, but unfortunately the shark is just so hard to hit. But these characters have such small hitboxes. And we already see a Moon Knight ult, along with a Rocket Raccoon ult, coming out really early here. 2 characters who built their ult very, very, very fast. And Big Shot finding the pick. And an ult cancel coming out from Mr. Wise. That is something you don't want to see if you're Williamsburg right now. And we're seeing the Spider-Man come out. Heavy does find the pick onto the Spider-Man, but we're seeing Leviathan just dish out massive damage onto the front line, getting those cleave hits in. But Bluffton is just going to kite beautifully there. And the eye comes out from Mr. Wise. Finds 2. Finds 3, and Blizzy really just getting active with the Spider-Man. Unfortunately, not going to be able to land those webs onto the enemy. Quite unfortunate. And Monotech finding 2 picks from Williamsburg in their spawn. Like, even if Williamsburg is behind cover, the Moon Knight can still get there. Like, as we see, everybody's getting that cleave, and the Ankh, if they don't break the Ankh, it's just it's free pickings. I do like the wolf swap from Blizzy. Gonna be able to maybe grab Mr. Wise or Judah Man, or maybe even like a squishy character like the Widow, and just pull them into the front line. And let's see. He gets a pull, doesn't quite pull him into the front line, but still gets the pick. A beautiful pick coming in from Blizzy there. Are they going to escape with their life? I think they are. But Monotech gets grabbed here, and he's going to get picked by Blizzy. The wolf swap was the move. I think Williamsburg has a fighting chance in this. They are doing a really great job just taking the different angles, catching Bluffton off guard. And I think they are going to get this massive stagger onto the invis as well. It's going to be really hard for Bluffton to come back from this. And I mean, Blizzy still has his passive. We do see the portal coming out from Mr. Wise. And the solo ult onto the Jeff. Poor Sepia Badger, but the portal doesn't even matter. Williamsburg captured the point, doing just an amazing job with this comp. I really like the wolf swap here. Unfortunately, it doesn't land the pull, but it makes them turn, and I think Williamsburg is going to be able to get the pick onto Judah Man.
Even better than my mutants are.
But we are seeing an Eye of Agamotto come up. I'm excited to see how we utilize this. The Psylocke ult does come out, only able to find one. And the Rocket ult coming out. Williamsburg able to dish out massive amounts of damage onto the Strange Shield. Maybe get a nice little shield break there. We're seeing a Jeff ult. Unfortunately, not able to find much. Just finding the Fantastic, who very well might be able to get back onto the point if he does his ability. And he is. Kind of unfortunate, but I think Sepia Badger might be able to squeeze out a win in this 1v1 if he plays his cards right. Oh, unfortunate. The team did come to assist, and Williamsburg just doing an amazing, a phenomenal job. Just keeping this cart rolling, keeping the momentum pushing, and pushing into Bluffton's spawn. And we see the Thor ult come out, but unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to touch. Williamsburg does it again. They get another capture on to the point here. And we have ults online from both sides. Leviathan finally landed that Fantastic ult. If he gets in this room, it's going to be over. Not quite, but he still finds the essential pick onto the invis. And they're just getting pick after pick. And Sepia is unfortunately trapped in a room with a Mr. Fantastic. This is the last thing you want to be doing as Jeff the Land Shark. Look at him in all his beauty with that nice little business suit on from the new Rivals Anniversary event. Love it. And I mean, Williamsburg is like, they're in like one fight territory. If they capture, if they win this fight, I think they are just gonna be able to full capture the map. We are seeing the Gambit ult come up from the side of Bluffton. I like the Gambit swap here. Just such a strong character. But Big Shot able to find the pick on to Judah Man. We see the Jeff ult. We see the Moon Knight ult come out. Ult's coming out from both sides. A massive Gambit ult coming out, and Bluffton's gonna have to touch the cart here as a Moon Knight ult comes out onto it. Mr. Wise just putting in massive damage. Is he gonna find it? He finds the pick onto the Moon Knight. The Punisher ult comes out. The Wolf ult comes out. And Bluffton is going to be able to clutch out the win there after using 3 of their ultimates. But, I mean, it's not over for Williamsburg. They do have the Fantastic ult coming up. And, I mean, you can't really counter that with any of the Bluffton ults. You can't eat up the Fantastic ult with the Magrock. You can't. Actually, maybe you can swallow the Fantastic out of the ult, but it's incredibly hard to do. And Blissey just already in there, getting active, pulling their Wolf. If they get this pick, it's going to be insane. Not quite. Going to force out the Mag ult, but Leviathan just going crazy in the backline, bouncing on this Jeff. Is he going to be able to find the pick onto the Jeff? No, the Jeff is just too slippery. And already then, Bluffton has ults online. We are probably going to see a Moon Knight ult this fight come out onto the cart. See the Rocket ult come out. We see the Moon Knight ult come out right on top of it. Gonna easily break that Rocket Raccoon ult. And we see a Jeff ult. Who's he gonna swallow? Swallows 3. And just gonna keep them in the mouth. Probably could have taken them into spawn, gotten that spawn damage on them. But unfortunately just spits him out. Evening a fight back to his 6v6. We do see a Judah Man ult coming right up. Are we going to see it come out? Not quite, but we do see the Gambit ult come out. And I think Bluffton is just going to be able to walk Williamsburg down since they don't really have a good response. We are going to see a Swallow come out. Only going to find 2 though. And ults come out from both sides, but Blizzy finds 2 with his ultimate. They just need to get a couple more picks, and they're going to be capturing this point pretty quickly. And I think they are. The pick comes out onto Judah Man, and the pick comes out onto Mr. Wise. Williamsburg is going to do it. They are going to full capture this point, putting 3 solid points on the board for Williamsburg.
side you're on.
Really, really great offense. Really great swaps.
You'll need
I
a
love the
top-notch team
comp
to
from
win this
Williamsburg. Blizzy just putting in absolute God's work on the Wolverine. And I mean everyone's performing really well from the side of Williamsburg. Oh, and we're seeing the we're seeing the devil. They are letting the devil out from the side of Bluffton here. Not gonna be holding back. They really want to win. Going back to their bread and butter. Going back to the Namor. Going back to the Daredevil. Going back to the Venom. Oh boy, this is gonna be a little difficult for Williamsburg to play into, since these characters are absolutely busted. These characters are so good. You'll see these characters bend at the highest levels of play, like especially the Daredevil, especially like the Gambit, the Emma. Like I think the Emma swap into the Fantastic, the Hulk, into the Wolverine is just going to be so crucial in Bluffton being able to match their 3 and maybe even getting some more time on it. Because Emma can just grab the Wolf out of their abilities. They can grab the Fantastic. They can grab the Hulk whenever they dive in, as we're going to see right now. Just grabbing the Fantastic, kicking him into the wall, forcing that fridge mode from the Fantastic ends. Although Williamsburg is going to get the pick on to the Daredevil there. And since Bluffton's playing so stacked, the Moon Knight's going to find so much value. Already at 80% ult, like, what, 15 seconds into the game? And Blizzy is going to be able to get a grab onto the Daredevil there, but not going to be able to convert, because Daredevil does have the deflect. And they're just brawling this out. Heavy's going to find a pick onto Wilbur. The Moon Knight ult is going to come out. Although Wilbur does get res. And Wilbur is going to be hitting the flank, but Sepia does land the whale, stunning pretty much everyone from Williamsburg, and they're just going to keep this cart rolling, keeping 3 members on for optimal speed. And I think with 3 on, it's going to be really hard for Williamsburg to actually touch with 6 people. But we do have some ult online. We have the jet bolt. There are a couple of ledges that they can spit the enemies out onto. But Leviathan just walking it down, trying to get this touch, trying to contest the point as long as possible. The Diamond Form does come out, and we see the Gambit ult come out as well, along with the Venom ult, and a beautiful combo from Bluffton. This is 100% their bread and butter. This is the comp they practice. This is the comp they know. This is the comp they're probably best at. And it's just so strong. But we see Blizzy on the flank. Oh, but unfortunately, Daredevil can see through walls. There's no hiding from this man.
That's much better.
And he is going to proc the Wolf passive. I think he's going to be able to get the finishing damage onto the Wolf here. I'm actually not sure. This is like a comic book duel right here. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. And Daredevil is going to squeak out the win in that 1v1. But on the other side of the battlefield, lots of stuff going on. We see the Fantastic ult. We see the Rocket ult. We're seeing ults come out from the side of Williamsburg, and they're just cleaning up the front line here. Doesn't even matter that the Daredevil won the 1v1 earlier. I think Williamsburg is going to be able to hold the objective here. Maybe hold this corner here. Daredevil's trying to get a little antsy, trying to find a sneaky pick, maybe break the rocket res. Unfortunately, not going to find it. But we are going to see the Emerald pulling 3. Or, no, 4. And I think that's going to be all Bluffton needed to win this fight. Just a massive emerald, but L-Dubs still wants to win the fight. Ripping the Moon Knight ult, down 4 players.
Alright, that feels better.
But I don't think it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, L-Dubs could not catch the dub there. And I think they are... No, doesn't get staggered. That is really crucial that they didn't die there. The Wolf ult comes out, but it is gonna get shut down by Heavy. We're seeing the monster ult come out. And just an insane amount of damage from the Daredevil ult combined with the Venom ult. And Lev is just going to be going absolutely crazy in Williamsburg's backline. I think they are going to be able to capture this pretty swiftly.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
Pinging.
Keep up the momentum.
Pinging the fantastic for the team, but going after the Jeff, running into their spawn. OU Berg going to be ulting out, trying to give his team a fighting chance here. And L-Dubs does find the pick onto Heavy. L-Dubs looking for the Moon Knight ult, opting not to use it.
That feels better.
Since maybe they didn't need it, but that was quite unfortunate because Bluffton is actually just gonna rip their ults in advance. They really want to win. Jeff ult comes out. Let's see how many he got. Only swallowed 2. Spits his ally out. And what's he doing with the Daredevil? Unfortunately, not a whole lot because he is going to get shut down by the Gambit. The Emerald comes out. How many are we going to get? Are we going to see a massive Emerald again? Finds 1. Finds 2. And that's going to be just enough. 1 combined with the team. Just being able to find those essential picks there. But Bluffton doing a really great job keeping this offensive pressure up. 2 minutes and around 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. And Williamsburg with a really early Moon Knight ult. I think Bluffton's going to be able to dodge and walk around it. And, I mean, as you saw, Bluffton doing a really great job just collapsing on a target. If Emma grabs someone, they all go on them. If Daredevil marks someone, everybody from Bluffton just jumps on the target. And we're seeing the Daredevil come out. And the Daredevil ult is kind of like a free fight win. Because you can just do so much damage. And it's almost like a Ramattra ult in Overwatch where everybody around you in the radius takes damage. And actually, if the enemies look at you longer, you take more damage and end up going blind yourself. Yes, you can go blind in Marvel Rivals. But we're seeing the Rocket ult come out. I'm not sure how much it's going to do because there's only a Raccoon and a Wolverine on point. We see ult coming out from both sides. Williamsburg trying to give it their all, but unfortunately, not enough. Bluffton is going to be able to capture the points with a minute 30 on the clock, but since Williamsburg did not have any time, both teams are going to get plus 1 minute here. So, I mean, honestly, anything can happen in this next half. It looked like Bluffton just wanted to play some different things in that first round, and now they're like back on their main comp, as we see. But I mean, Williamsburg is putting up a really good fight here into Bluffton. I mean, I really like the picks, like a Moon Knight, the classic. The Jeff is actually really good, along with the Rocket Raccoon. Like, I mean, so what we call this is like the Animal Crossing backline, because, you know, it's, you have a raccoon and you have a shark, 2 animals. And the reason why this is actually the meta backline for a little bit, because what people were doing, they're running like these super heavy dive comps with like the Venom, the Daredevil, the Angela, and basically these 2 are the most survivable supports in the game because they're so mobile. Like Jeff, he can swim up walls, he can dive down, he has the bubble for self-heal, and I mean Rocket Raccoon, he can jump on a wall and dash halfway, like he can dash a football field away if he hops on a wall. And they both have both self-heal. So, like, when compared to, like, a hero like Luna Snow, or maybe, like, I don't know, Adam Warlock, like, they're just not, like, they're just so much more survivable and mobile as well. The mobility is the main thing, because they can get away from the dive when heroes like Luna Snow can. But anyway, getting back into the fight here. Sapia Badger on the No More, uncontested on the high ground, just dishing out loads of damage, putting these squids down, doing no more things. And we're seeing Blizzy on the Black Panther. Unfortunately, Black Panther, maybe not the strongest pick into their comp. Black Panther is a very, very interesting hero right now, since he is catching all these nerfs, and the only way to really get like a lot of value on him is to land those one-shot combos. And a whale coming right on top of Leviathan, and Williamsburg just doing anything they can to try and touch the cart. But you know, I will say it is definitely winnable. In past weeks, we've seen a triple tank, triple support spawn hold.
Time to
And
switch things up, including
I
which
think
side you're on.
that is exactly what Williamsburg needs to do. Maybe throw in like a Fantastic instead of a tank. Maybe like, or maybe even like a wolf instead of a support. So basically, they just need to play a super survivable comp and just not die. And right now, what I'm seeing, it's actually it's not that bad, because we have the Fantastic, we have the Thor, the Hulk. I'm not too sure about. Maybe like a shield tank like Doctor Strange, Emma, even like a Thing where you have like a lot of damage resistance. Those are really, really strong. But into Bluffton's comp, it's gonna be tough to play Hulk into this.
Get ready.
Because I mean, your hitbox is just so big. It's like a big green square. I mean, he is a tank. He does have 750 HP, but I mean, you don't want to. You just want to minimize the amount of damage that you're gonna take, no matter what role you're on. And we are gonna see the Daredevil sees the Hulk through the wall, has his eyes set on him and the Fantastic.
That's much better.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
And Bluffton does not have to push the cart very far. It's going to be a one fight kind of game. And immediately finds the pick onto Big Shot. That's going to be exactly what they needed. Big Shot going to get revived, but I mean, Bluffton just finding all of these crazy picks onto Williamsburg. Williamsburg trying to keep the cart as close to spawn as possible, but unfortunately it is just going to leave them out of position here. Blizzy on the Fantastic, and I think if Williamsburg wants to touch, they should be portaling or maybe going Spider-Man, but I don't think they're going to get a touch. I think that's going to be a map 3 win for Bluffton.
Final score 4-2-3.
A really close game. It honestly could have gone either way, but unfortunately Bluffton's offense and their comp was just too strong for Williamsburg to handle. And that's going to be a 3-0 for Bluffton. Really great job. I'm not sure of what their record is, but I'm sure if they're on a win streak or they haven't started a win streak, it's going to keep going. They are playing absolutely phenomenal. Monotech dropping 61 on the board with 23 finals. Oh my god, this guy is crazy. 61-8. These are some crazy KDs. And I mean, even though the numbers were low from Williamsburg's side, they still played incredibly well. I mean, like, yeah, like no complaints from Williamsburg. I'm happy with that map 3 if I'm them. They put up a good fight. It's good VOD material. They learned like about like all, like they played like a bunch of different heroes, which really shows their flexibility as well. But you know, I think we are going to be coming to a close, since that is the end of the series. So we have a bunch of other games this week, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next week for Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. So stay tuned. This is Esports Ohio. I'll see you guys later.